Do you consider speech an action, a behavior? Well, the LGBTQ trans activists want speech to be called conduct so they can silence the message of Christianity. Hi, Alex McFarland here. We've talked countless numbers of times about how LGBTQ trans legislation seeks to make sexual behavior and ethnicity, because civil rights legislation has been used to prohibit discrimination against ethnicities, as it should. But with the Obergefell decision of 2015 and more circuit courts advocating for alleged, quote, trans rights, here is how the trans activists are working, really leveraging language, semantics, to try to silence any voices of dissent. For example, whenever it comes to things like, issues related to homosexuality, gender dysphoria, we know that corporate America will roll over and play dead. We know that public school systems and higher education, they quickly get in line with any ideology, no matter how delusional it is. But there's always been pastoral counselors, Christian therapists, and they'll say, well, based on sincerely held religious convictions, these people don't have to go along with the LGBTQ trans narrative. But legislation in Colorado, like HB 1312, and other states like Vermont and Michigan, they seek to make it a felony to, quote, dead name a trans person. And even, think about this, in California and Colorado, even if a client came to a pastor or a counselor and said, I'm feeling same-sex attraction, help me to deviate away from this, or I've got gender confusion, help me get back at peace with my gender birth, that conversion therapy, quote unquote, would be illegal, and First Amendment protections for speech are out the window. How? Because they're defining counseling as conduct. Now, even though counseling involves speech, and allegedly people have freedom of expression, certainly spiritual and mental health professionals should have freedom of expression. But no, they're trying to get talking construed as conduct, and conduct can, and they would say must, be regulated. Folks, where will the insanity end? And when will we have some people who will stand up and say, look, like Dr. Phil said years ago, trans people don't need surgery or hormones, they need therapy and counseling. And so the LGBTQ trans worldview, for one of the first times in American history, they're limiting freedom of speech, and they're compelling speech, that you must be forced to agree with that which you know is false. Folks, I challenge you to become passionate for truth and courageous, to lovingly but decisively speak truth to a world that is falling farther and farther into insanity. This is Alex McFarland. Hey, please like us on social media. Please share this video. My website, alexmcfarland.com, my tour schedule, all that we're doing, camps, conferences. Keep us in prayer and reach out. Stay bold, stand strong for truth. The world surely needs it.